pressing the record button. The audio may be caca, and I don't know how the lighting's looking because I'm not looking there. I'm looking at you guys. But I figure, like, I'm kind of feeling inspired to make a video, but I don't know what to talk about. So I'll make one while I iron. I actually don't really know how to use this iron of my mom's. So I could easily toast my dress, but at least you guys will get a video out of this. For some reason, it's like that, and this is probably about enough for me to not use for longer than 5 minutes because it's kind of heavy. I'm gonna get this ready, and then what I want to do is try to recall some of the stay. What I want to do is recall. You want to do that? You can just stay right here. So what I would like to do today is try to remember some of the questions that you guys have asked me before, either through DM or Instagram or through other videos, and then ask you guys what you want to see on this channel, because I've been doing a lot of Halloween reviews, like, you know, on haunted houses and things. But unfortunately, 'tis not the season anymore for Halloween. I'm gonna have to cut this off. Give me a second. It's like, for some reason, I should have probably done this after I'm done. Why is there hair on here? Why do I always find other people's hair on the stuff that I buy before I even wear it? It's from Amazon. So, there's that. Oh, there's a clip here. There we go. You are free. As I was saying, you know, I usually do reviews on haunted houses and things of that nature, and I don't know what other content to put on here, so I guess we should start with getting to know each other. So any comments that you want to make about yourself, or, you know, if you want to ask me anything, please leave them below. I'd like to know who you guys are. I think I have like all 700 of you. I would love to know where you're from, or what you do, you know, what your odd habits are, you know, what your pet peeves are, what your pet peeves online are, so that maybe I can avoid them. I'm actually gonna move you closer. See, I moved you from over there to over here, and we just had our kitchen redone, so backsplash is not mine. Let's see here. I don't even know, what are these coming from? This is gonna be bad. Okay, let's see. So obviously I live in Houston because I do a lot of Houston reviews. I've been living here for a long time. I was originally born in New Orleans. And if anybody makes fun of New Orleans, I will go after you. What else? I graduated from UT Austin. That is my alma mater. And I do not do YouTube full-time, part-time, or anytime, apparently, except for Halloween. We're going to try to change that here in 2019, 2020, and see where it goes. Let's see what else. My favorite colors are red, black, and white. I don't know why I need to tell you that, but I feel like I had to tell you that. I don't know why. I am pretty finicky about the way certain things should be. Like, you know, maybe certain foods shouldn't mix. Like, you might think nachos smothered in, like, I don't know, cheese and cauliflower and, you know, kibbles and bits and whatever else on there, like, is appetizing. But I like mine deconstructed so that I know exactly what I'm putting in my mouth. So there's that weirdness. Oh, I used to have alopecia areata, which, if you guys don't know what that is, it's a lot more common these days. It's where you have an autoimmune disease where your white blood cells basically attack themselves, and then things like your hair falling out happen. So this was back in the 90s, and people couldn't figure out. They thought I was like crazy or something, and that I was doing it to myself. But now alopecia areata, I almost burned my sweater. Oh. Alopecia areata is, you know, very common, and there's a lot of things to help, like, get you through, you know, unfortunately, some of the side effects are, like I said, losing your hair, and that's just not on your head, that's also on your eyebrows and eyelashes and things of that nature. So I've had alopecia. I don't know why I decided to throw a random autoimmune disease in there, but there's that. Let's see. My favorite time of year is obviously Halloween. It's not that I don't like Christmas. I got a lot of flack for the Nutcracker review, Nutcracker Market review that I did last year here on YouTube. And people are like, why don't you like Christmas? It's the best time of year. Right. It's the best time of year, except for the fact that we listen to the same 5 or 6 songs over and over again. Which I guess that's actually okay. I guess you can kind of tune that out. But personally, I actually don't have an issue with Christmas. Actually, let's be honest. I don't have an issue with Christmas. It's just the fact that holiday, like, it doesn't last just the month of December. It, like, has completely bypassed Thanksgiving. Like, they just disrespected Thanksgiving, right? Bypassed it. You know, there's people in my neighborhood that started putting up lights during Christmas, during Halloween. So I just feel like it's like it monopolizes all the holidays, if you will. So it's not that I don't like Christmas, because I do. I just maybe don't like the fact that it overrides like other holidays. So I'm not anti-Christmas. I do my own nails. I do get asked questions like, oh, where do you get those put on? How do you wipe your butt? Whatever. You can wipe your butt because they're not really that long, and these are as far as mine grow. And I actually paint my hand nails myself. And I get my toenails done in a salon because I don't know how people like do the thing, but I can access my hands, so that's pretty okay. And I've been pretty artistic since before I could walk, so I've always had a knack for like painting and you know, sketching and stuff like that. And some of the people that are here from the live streaming platform that I'm on, Periscope, they will attest to the fact that I'm not that bad because they've seen some of it live, like, you know, some of the drawings happen live. I have a web development company during the day, web design and graphic design and all that good stuff. I own the company, and I have for 10 plus years. And other than that, I have like a couple of other little businesses here and there that I do, and they're fun. What do I like to do for fun? I like to go to the gym and roll around over there and pretend like I'm doing things. I usually watch people break a sweat on the cardio thing, and I pretend like that's me breaking a sweat on the cardio thing, and judge me. Aside from that, I have a younger brother, oh my god, allergies, and a little sister, so I am the eldest of 3, and I have a 10-year age difference between me and my sister, and my brother and my age gap is about like 3-4 years. So sometimes she'll say things like yeet, and I have no idea what she's talking about. But I smile, and then I quickly Google it on the phone, so I don't look like a dinosaur. Actually, I don't like the fact that you guys are that far. I'm gonna bring you closer. I'm just gonna keep moving you around until you're like that close in my face. So let's see. What else can I talk about? Somebody asked me what the like #1 pet peeve I have is. I think somebody had asked me that last year, actually, what my pet peeve was. And I would say my #1 pet peeve is, you know, like people that lie, people that make things up, because I feel like they think you're dumb enough to believe it. And I know we all lie like a little bit here and there, right? Like we all make up the little white lies, like I'm not feeling good today, but you actually just want to sit there and finish binge watching Stranger Things season 3. I'm really sorry, Alejandra, if you're watching this and I ever did that to you, but I love you very much. So there's that. And I also don't like it when people are disrespectful, you know, whether it be politics or maybe they're from a different background or something like that. Those are things that'll get me really riled up. And anything other than that, like more physical things, like things that gross me out, are like boogers. Like I can't, like even just thinking about it right now is making me kind of like, whoop. So I can't deal with that. I love animals. I love, 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 love animals. So I like chinchillas right now are my current favorite. I'm obsessed with them, and I'm going to have 46. I love dogs, especially big old Great Danes, pit bulls. I'm more partial to big dogs. I used to have a pit bull. Her name was Mia. And what else do I like? I like hippos, ducks, Komodo dragons, lizards, rabbits. I'm allergic to cats, but you guys are cool. Like, cats are cool, but we can't vibe. I use the word vibe. Does that shave like 5 years off? Let's see, what else? I can't get this dress to iron properly. For some reason, it just stayed wrinkly. See all that? What is that? Let's see, what else? Talked about my schooling, talked about pet peeves. I'm scared of only 2 things, and that is sharks and the IRS in no particular order. And for some reason, I don't know why, like, the IRS, I'm as scared of it as I am. I think my dad, like, always instilled in me that, you know, you pay your taxes, you don't cut corners, or the IRS will screw your life over. So I took that talk that we've had about 47 times in my life very seriously. So I'm very much a believer in paying all my taxes, cutting no corners, and if I have to pay extra to keep them off my butt, I have no problem with that. Just don't send me a notification. I get really freaked out by the IRS. I don't know why. So there's that. My family is originally from Pakistan. For some of you that are like, well, I know you said you're from New Orleans, but where are you from? You know, my parents are from Pakistan. You know, they moved here and had me here, so this is the only life I've ever known. I don't really have any more family left in Pakistan. My grandparents passed away. So pretty much everybody that I know and love is here. I don't really have a place to go. Like, if you drop me off in Pakistan and you're like, hey, go someplace, I just have no place to go because I don't know anybody there anymore, unfortunately. People ask me what religion I am a lot, and, you know, there's a lot of people that say that, like, you know, they'll send me messages like, Muslim people don't go to haram places like haunted houses. That's cool. You know, but I'm agnostic, so I'm very, I'm partial to Islam because I grew up in a Muslim household, but I'm very agnostic, and that's not for any reason other than the fact that I did a lot of research growing up because I couldn't figure out why there were so many different, like, people believing different things. So I took a lot of classes, like Old Testament, New Testament, the Torah, some Quranic study classes. You know, I learned about Jadeism. I learned about quite a few different religions. I'm not very strong in Buddhism and Taoism as I should be, but I just realized that there's just so many flavors of religion out there that I was okay with a lot of it. So why not eat all the ice creams, you know? Why just be a part of one? And I'm also, I'm not sure if you can tell, I'm pretty, like, hardcore feminist. So I'm very much about the equality of the sexes, not one sex being better than the other. So you will never hear me dog men, but I will say that we are just as powerful as men. And, you know, we should be given the same respect that men are given. So, you know, a lot of that has to do with why I believe the political beliefs that I do and the religious beliefs that I do or don't. And I'm just standing here talking to the freaking camera while I endlessly iron this dress. So I don't know where I've gone wrong in life. Also, it is 12:57 a.m. Yup, that's when you know you gotta make some life choices a little bit differently. Food-wise, I really love burgers and french fries, steaks and potatoes. I am a Texas girl, even though I was born in New Orleans. Been raised in Texas my whole life, so I really, really love a good steak. I do not turn my steak to leather. For all my friends and colleagues that are here that are vegetarian and vegan, I respect you. I'm sorry that my diet does not, you do you, boo, I'ma do me. And, you know, I've tried to go vegan. It lasted about a day. No, it didn't. It lasted like 2 meals, and I literally thought I was gonna pass out, so I just couldn't handle it. So my hats off to everybody that is able to live that lifestyle. Unfortunately, I have not been able to as of yet. My eating style, I would say the current diet that I'm on is, I think they call it frat boy diet, which means that I eat anything and everything at any time of day or night. And it's going to catch up to me at some point, but not yet. Hence the frat boy life. I do like going to the gym a lot. I like to lift, bro. I do like to go there, but I don't like cardio. Like, I don't know how, like, people can just stand there and be so committed to running on a machine, because I don't know, I either get bored with it, or I feel like I'm not going anywhere, and I'm doing a lot of it, I'm exercising a lot and not getting anywhere. Just like I'm ironing this dress a lot and it's not getting anywhere. So I guess we're just gonna have to go with however the hell this is made. Maybe if I try from the underside, let's see. Oh, I'm a big vacuum cleaner enthusiast. I know that sounds crazy, but I really, really, really like vacuum cleaners. I don't know why. I just think they're amazing creations that just make everything so much cleaner and better. I also really, 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 really love basketball. And I mean the NBA, and I don't just mean I like basketball. I mean, I like to look at plays. I like to watch replays. I like to watch all sorts of NBA games. I love watching the Rockets play, even though we currently don't have any sort of defense, but let's wait till December like they say, so let's see. I'm a big fan of Russell Westbrook. Way before he came over to the Rockets, used to go to Rockets and Thunder game because I used to love watching him play, and you guys can call him a ball hog all you want, but the guy works really hard, and he works in silence. The guy hustles in silence, and he has my utmost respect for it. I also thought it was really classy the way he and his wife thanked the city of Oklahoma City before they left for, being their home for so long. Also a big Chris Paul fan. I was a big Chris Paul fan like for a long time, when he was on the Pelicans, when he went to the Clippers, especially when he was here on the Rockets, and he's back to where he started on the Thunder now, so I have a lot of respect for him. No, James Harden is not my favorite player. So I have a series of favorite players, depending on what position you'd like me to pick for. So I'm not going to pick a favorite center that's like, competing against a power forward or, a point guard, anything like that. I'm not going to I don't like to compete different positions in basketball against each other. So I have different favorites for different things. So you're welcome to ask me that. Of course, my number one favorite team is the Rockets, and I'm trying not to burn myself. And my second favorite team is the Raptors. So last year I was quite happy with how the Raptors did. And I'm also quite happy that I'm done ironing this dress. Let's move. I guess we'll just interview myself here with my own questions, because I'm out of things to iron and kind of out of things to talk about. I have been asked, like a lot of you do message me, especially from like my live streaming platform. And we talk about a lot of things. We talk about like current events. We talk about like, things that we've been through, maybe emotional things of that nature. But I don't watch my replays. I don't watch my YouTube videos again. Once I put them up, I don't want to see them. I don't want to hear my voice again. I don't want to see my face. But I do remember that a topic that a lot of people do talk to me about on all my different platforms is something, I guess, like that we can all relate to. Like, we all have really dark portions of our life. And there's one person in particular that always asks me, like, what it takes to get over a dark period in time, because I know that they go through a lot. And honestly, it's my friends and family that I'm around, that I choose to be around, actually, because I know it's not easy to choose your family because you're kind of born into them. But, we do get to choose a lot of our friends. And over time, there are friends that will be with you for long periods of time. And there are friends that maybe they're like a chapter in a book, in your book of life, right? That they were useful for that point in your life, and they were part of who you were at that point. And, maybe you've moved past them, and that doesn't mean that they're bad people. It just means that, I don't know, that they were there for you when you both needed to be together, and, your energies have pulled apart. So maybe they'll come back, and maybe, you've learned from them what you needed to, and vice versa. So I would definitely say the things that keep me out of the darkness are my friends and family. There was a point in my life, 4 or 5 years ago, I was down to 87 pounds. I was completely isolated from all of my friends and family, and it wasn't good. But you know, you have to choose like how you're going to move forward. And the people that helped me realize that there are things to look forward to, and there's ways to come out of those dark places, and become healthy, and you know, all those good things, they motivated me. I wanted to get better, not just for them, but for myself, because I realized that I actually mattered to people who, you know, were there for me. And you know, that's, like I said, we talk about it on my live streams and stuff, so I don't know if I need to talk about it here or not. But the purpose of this video, I guess, was one, because I need to find out how to make new content, and I don't know what to talk about. So this is actually like an open forum. I told you guys a little bit about myself. I would love to know like why you came here, why you've been here. You know, tell me something about yourself. Do we relate to each other in any sort of way? And what it is that you want to see more of on my channel, because I kind of started off with like a lot of events and things, but there's only so many events I can go to. But I would love to hear, like, you know, if you think that, you know, I should talk about like I said, basketball or video games. I love video games. I'm a PS4 person. I do not play competitively. I don't care to show off that. It's just my personal thing that I like to do. I love graphics. I love graphic design. I love just everything cinematic. So, you know, my favorite movies are like 300, not because of the content of it, but I just love the way it was shot. You know, there's a whole bunch of them. Catch Me If You Can. I loved it because of the, you know, just the content of the story and how Leonardo DiCaprio played his character. So there's a ton of things I can talk about. I just don't know where to go with it. So this is where I'd like to put you in the driver's seat and ask what you would like to see, or if I should just stop talking and just not make videos. I'm totally open to that as well. So just let me know what you say below. Obviously, if you're writing below, you're letting me know what you're thinking or saying. So I'm going to try to not cut this video too much, maybe just cut it so I can crop it together and upload it. And I hope to hear from you soon and learn a little bit more about you too. So thanks for being here. And if you want to come back, or maybe you stumbled on this video and you want to stick around, there's a subscribe button either on this side or on that side of the screen, or down there somewhere. And I don't know how they know where to point, but I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.